Fresno Pacific beating UC Santa Cruz tonight, 67-47. Head coach C.J. Haydock. And really, you guys look at this home stretch, and we've talked about the long stretch of home games in 2024 for you. Maybe a little tired after that quadruple overtime game against Westmont, but you come out tonight, take care of business. Harrison Panisi gets you guys going off to a great start, hits his first 4 shots, and I know you want to see the redshirt freshman continue to develop.
Yep.
What sort of development did you see tonight from Harry?
Well, he's such a critical guy for us, and, I think – thank you.
Yeah.
I think, had a rough outing last week, and he'd be the first to tell you that, and his response to that is to be really solid, and there's some really specific skill work stuff that shows up today that he's really disciplined about. Our message to Harry all the time is, man, we need you to be assertive and aggressive. We need those things from you. And I thought from the start, I think he had our first 9 or 11, whatever it was, that really got us going. And then he's such a matchup problem in this wing. He'll take you to the perimeter and drive you. He'll take you to the post and post you. He'll make a 3. His future's just whatever he wants it to be.
Defensively, you guys are just finding different levels, and I think in some cases against a Division III school, which this is a team that shoots the ball pretty well in UC Santa Cruz. They can score, and you guys kind of do what you've been doing, hold the team under their averages, hold leading scorers bottled up. What sort of progression are you seeing from this group that you're enjoying?
Yeah, I think systematically, schematically, they flex us in a lot of ways. They're really sharp on offense. They cut with good pace. They take advantage in any laps.
A lot of good ball movement.
A lot of good ball movement, screen reads. They really flex you. It's hard to stay in your gap where we need you. I thought Reyes Vang checked in and kind of got us back to some things. I thought the movement kind of took us out of our rotations and some things. And Reyes checks in and leads us and gets a couple shrink turnovers where he tips it out and those things. We continue to chip away. I think there's more in us for sure. And it's going to have to carry us as we get into the home stretch of league. We're going to have to be the best defensive team in the league, no questions asked. And so that's a tall task. Yeah. But I think our team's up to it.
Well, I was going to say, so a rare thing of you guys play tonight, the only team in the Pac West playing. Pretty much everybody else plays tomorrow, including your opponent on Saturday in Hawaii Pacific. But that's a big one now.
Huge. I think, we ran off 4 in a row, had a tough outcome against Biola with some fatigue from the 4 overtimes on Thursday, and we have to return to it. And so it's a massive game on Saturday against HPU, and then the stretch that follows it. And so, our message to our team has been the same, make the most of every day. Can we grow? How much can we be better every single day? We said that when we were on a 3-game losing streak. We said it when we were on a 4-game win streak, and it's going to carry the day for us. How much can we improve our habits and our awareness and our toughness and our togetherness? And but Saturday looms large in our brain. There's no question. And, we lost at their place early in the season, and it was a 1-possession game with 20 seconds left. And so we certainly are aware of that and hungry for a different outcome.
Well, and didn't have the confidence that you guys have now.
No question.
Looking forward to it as the Sharks come in Saturday, 4:30. Head coach C.J. Haydock, nice win tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Continuing to go, now owns 3rd place solely all-time in the FPU record books with career win number 80 as he continues to find a new level, and this group finding a new level. But one of the guys who led the way tonight, our primetime events player of the game, Harrison Panisi, 21 points, 5 rebounds, couple of steals, couple of blocks, as well as an assist. And joined now by the primetime events player of the game, Harrison Panisi. You got off to a strong start, 4 of 4 from the field. What was it about your assertiveness tonight that What was it for you that allowed you to be assertive, I should say?
Obviously, my teammates, we've been really good at sharing the ball and being really unselfish. So I was just very happy and I guess thankful that my teammates found me on a few open looks and were just able to give me in the position to score a lot of baskets. So
you got credited for a couple of blocks and a steal. There might have been a couple more in there, but defensively, you guys seem to be finding new levels. What is it about this group collectively that allows you to be so good on the defensive end?
Well, man, CJ always starts practice with first 5, and and it's always defensive orientated. So he makes sure that we, we're not the most talented, we're not the most skilled team in the Pac West, but we can pride ourselves on the defensive end, and that's what we do. We work hard on the defensive end, and we just give it a lot of effort. So I guess that's what helps us win a lot of basketball games.
Well, you guys are playing with a lot of effort right now. Now you got a big task on Saturday against Hawaii Pacific as we return to conference play. What's the feeling in this group, having started at the bottom of the Pac West standings to open up conference play? The first time you saw these guys, you weren't playing the way you are now. What is the feeling? What's the conversation like collectively between you guys?
It's just we've gained a lot of hope. We obviously lost a few earlier in the start of the season, and it kind of snowballed on us. But that win against Point Loma, that proved to us that we can compete with anybody in the conference. And basically after that win, we changed the season around, and we just started playing with more confidence, and we started believing in each other, believing that we could win. And that was basically the starting point.
Yeah.
And it just kept rolling, and it snowballed the other way. We started winning more games, and yeah, man.
Well, keep that confidence up. Good job tonight. Harrison Panisi, our primetime events player of the game, 21 points, 5 rebounds. Panisi leads the way for Fresno Pacific. Sunbirds get the win tonight, non-conference game over UC Santa Cruz, 61-41. Panisi leads all scorers with 21 points. Alvar Peltoniemi, 14 points. He was 6 of 6 at the line, knocked down a couple of threes. 7 points from Kyle Monk. Gabe Quiet had 4. Amos Lavainen had 5. 3 points apiece from Jonah Garone and Ryas Vang. 2 points apiece from Isaac Peralta and Ryan Abbott. UC Santa Cruz led by 11 points from Caden Bresniker. He was 3 of 4 on threes. The best shooter of the night. Nobody shot the ball well from deep. UC Santa Cruz was just 5 of 25, but without him, they were just 2 of 21. So rough night from deep, but it was a good defensive night for everybody as Sunbirds held UC Santa Cruz elsewhere in check. Tracy Keating just 6 points, at Granberry 5. Zeno Oka, their leading scorer, averaging 13 a game, held to just 5. Giancarlo Toledo Rivera credited for 3. I actually had him for more, and so we'll double check that, as I believe he had 8. And looking at it now, we'll get a check on the box score in a moment. And then 2 points apiece for Joe Espy, Nelson Etuck, Ryan Wilson, and Tyler Kessinger. That'll do it from the Special Events Center. We will be back on Saturday. The women play at 2 o'clock against Hawaii Pacific, and then the men at 4:30 against the Sharks. That wraps up a 4-game homestand for the men, a 3-game homestand for the women, and then they will head out on the road, both Sunbird basketball teams, for 2 of their final 3 road games this year. That's crazy to think about, as they will go to Dominican and the Academy of Art next week. And then they're home for a big stretch to close out the year. For my producer, engineer tonight, Jolene Corona, broadcast assistants Jenna Kurz and Geneva Elliott, and statisticians Betsy Thistle and Becca Hittman, I'm Tim Slack. It's a good night for the Sunbirds as they hum a sweet sound. They beat the UC Santa Cruz Banana Slugs by the final score of 67-47 on the Sunbird Sports Network. From the Special Events Center, good night.